So, about 31 years ago, my dad sees Atari's Asteroids and just thinks, alright, well, I can do better. And shortly after, came out with Meteors. And he took Meteors to several trade shows, including what was at the time AMOA and IAPA. I believe that might not have existed yet, but definitely AMOA. And, you know, Atari was there, and they saw it, and they took him to court. And he is the only person in the history of Atari, from what I understand, that has beaten Atari, at least single-handedly. And the courts ruled that you could not hold a monopoly on the idea of a video game, which this is affecting us presently in the gaming industry by, you know, there are companies like Zynga coming out with physical things like Words with Friends, the board game, which is clearly just Scrabble, but you can't have a monopoly on the idea of a game. So, thank you, Dad. One day I might produce Nudgimon. But, for the first time in 25 years, we're going to provide power to this machine. We recently pulled it out of my dad's shop, and it's been sitting for at least a year without any power provided to it. This just came to the store 2 weeks ago. We don't know what it's going to do. I'm going to blow up. Oh my god. It's in color. And I guess things to note, and I remember him, wow, look at that. Wow. I remember him describing to me some of the differences in gameplay and the way they programmed it. Well, hell, it's blatantly obvious. If you put this next to an Asteroids cabinet, this looks far more superior compared to what was released, and that probably got him a huge edge in the courts. Wow. Watch the coin mechs not work. Let's try. Nope, fell right through. Let's try the other one. Yeah, it might be open. It is. Yes, there are no coin mechs. Oh my god. We need to turn this out. I think the micro switch is going bad here. Yes. Oh lord. Oh look. Oh god.
This is quality engineering here.
Wow. The one coin mech. Look at the coin count on the two coin mechs. One's at 35, and the other's at over 1,600. No, I'm sorry, 16,000. That's a bit of a difference. I'm anxious to figure out if that's a modified Asteroids board. It looks identical to a Pac-Man or like Centipede board. It looks like the same form factor. There's a huge chance that my dad took the board and was like, "Hey, company, reproduce this board." So it might not be a hack. It might be a hack. I have no idea. Or it could be that the prototype used a hacked-up Asteroids board and then he went and produced. There's so many things. Regardless, holy crap, it works. Whatever's in there.
You gonna put your initials in or not?
So what are you thinking?
Yeah. How do I do it?
It has instructions on the screen.
Press fire button to advance. I wonder if it's 2 or 3. No.
It's 3.
The other one said, ah.
I'm done. Thank you. Ah! Cool.
What are you thinking?
I'm content. I'm very content. It hasn't. It's gonna get something. Look, this fluorescent's still good. What the heck? It looks like it was just put in yesterday, too. That's insane. Like, I kind of want to put the two cabinets next to each other and, like, write LOL Atari on that.
I think back then, just seeing this in color compared to Asteroids being in black and white.
It's really weird, though. Like,
green.
the game's in, like, it's, like, 4-bit.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It looks cool though. It's like.
And the way the asteroids break apart in this, the way the meteors break apart in this game are different than the way the other space rocks break apart in that other game.
He's the one who did that.
I remember I went through a phase when I was around like 6 or 7 years old where I would play like a Windows 95 clone of Asteroids, and my dad didn't tell me about Meteors until I was maybe 15 or 16. But I remember him walking by me when I was playing this clone on Windows 95 when I was growing up, and he would just chuckle every time. And I'd be like, "What, Dad?" And he'd be like, "Don't worry about it." Before my dad passed, for the last couple of years, I've been getting these classics. And even with Sonic Championship, he would tell me, you know, Eric, if you want to make your real money off of this, you need to put it on quarter play. And I'm like, yeah, Dad, they are on quarter play. You know, you put a credit in, you put a quarter in, you get a credit. He said, no. 2 plays for a quarter. That's how you make your money. And I'm like, Dad, what? You know, like, if somebody's going to give away a quarter, they're not going to care if they're getting 1 play or 2 plays. They're going to walk away after that. And he said, no, I'm telling you, that people want more bang for their buck. He would always say that. And, you know, I still, to this day, I don't believe on putting machines on 2 plays for a quarter, and there's a lot of them that you can't do that with, but I'm sure Meteor supports the ability to do 2 plays for a quarter. As hard as he drove that into my skull, I'm sure he drove it into the game. And I'm going to make sure that this game stays on 2 plays for 1 quarter for the entirety of its existence.